I stood in the kitchen, the warm light casting a soft glow over the simmering pot of chiles. Spend hours perfecting. I'm Grace Sullivan, and tonight was Valentine's Day, a day it always held dear. Not for grand gestures, but for the quiet love I once shared with Daniel Sullivan. The air smelled of cumin and roasted peppers, mingling with the jazz drifting from the radio. Gid prepared his favorite grilled steak, garlic mashed potatoes, and a chocolate tarted baked from scratch. The table gleamed with care. A vase of tulips, candles flickering, a scene set for romance. Even after years of growing distance, I believed we could find our way back. I smoothed my apron, clinging to hope that Daniel would walk through the door, see my effort, and remember us. But as the clock ticked past 7, then 8, then 9, that hope faded. My phone stayed silent. No call, no text. I sank into a chair, staring at the untouched plates, the candles dripping wax onto the cloth. A doubt crept in, cold and sharp. This wasn't Neil's late nights, his indifference, but tonight it stung deeper. The next morning I watched him from bed as he dressed, his movements robotic, his face blank. HST stumbled in past midnight, a faint set of leather and something floral. Not mimic clinging to him, it laying awake too tired to fight, to hurt, to speak. Good morning, I said, my voice fragile with a flicker of hope. He barely glanced over, fastening his cufflinks. Morning, he mumbled, curt and cold. I made breakfast. Blueberry muffins, your favorite, I offered, desperate for a connection. No time, got a meeting, he replied, grabbing his keys. My hands clenched the blanket. Daniel, is something wrong with us? I asked, trembling. He paused, back to me, then sighed. You are overanalyzing, Grace. Just keep the house running. He left, and the silence swallowed me. Tears pricked my eyes as I realized I was fading from his life. Later, I met my friend Sarah at a diner, needing someone to untangle the mess inside me. This isn't right, she said, stirring her tea. He hasn't taken you anywhere, and it just, no dates, no effort. I forced a smile. Maybe it's just work. Sarah's eyes narrowed, or someone else. The suggestion hit like a slap, but I shook my head. Daniel wouldn't. Yet her words lingered, heavy and unshakable. A man who loves you shows it, she pressed. Not like this. I stared at my coffee, feeling the truth. It avoided. Something was broken, and I couldn't fix it alone. That evening I spotted a slim velvet box in his car. While fetching groceries, a gift. Sleek and costly, not my style. My heart sank as I opened it. A bracelet with a card reading, to my Claire always. The name pierced me, and the world tilted. I clutched it, storming inside where Daniel lounged, scrolling his phone. What's this? I demanded, holding it up. He barely flinched. Probably a client's, he said, shrugging. A client named Claire, I pressed, voice shaking. He sighed. Irritated, Grace. Don't make a big deal out of nothing. You're paranoid. His dismissal fueled my anger. You're gone every night, you don't touch me. And now this, tell me I'm wrong. He stood, exasperated. You are exhausting. Maybe it's been there forever. Stop inventing drama. But I saw through his lies, and for the first time I didn't back down. I don't believe you, I said, turning away, my resolve hardening. Sleep eluded me that night, my mind racing through months of Clush's distance. His locked phone, his coldness. By dawn I knew I needed proof. While he showered, I tried his phony. His old passcode failed. Age, changed it. My stomach twisted as I set it down, pretending calm when he left. I followed, parking outside his firm. After an hour, he emerged, laughing into his phone. Then met Hera, a striking woman in a green coat, her hand on his arm, his smile warm and alive. My breath caught, tears welling. But anger overtook grief. This was real. It moved on, and it been blind. At Sarah's that night, I showed her a photo. It snapped. That's her Claire, she said, furious. She's all over Instagram, you jewelry trips. Guess who's funding it? I felt hollow. The betrayal sinking in. What now? I whispered, don't confront him yet. Sarah advised, let him think you're still clueless. Plan your exit, I nodded. A fire igniting within me. I wouldn't let him win the next Valentine's. I tried one last time wearing a dress HD loved. Setting the table again, he walked in, tossed a bag of dollar store candles on it, and muttered, "Happy Valentine's," before disappearing upstairs. I opened Sarah's text, a video of Claire with a diamond necklace captioned, "Thanks, D." The contrast broke me, but it also freed me. I wasn't crying anymore, I was plotting. Days later, I sat Daniel down, divorce papers in hand. "What's this?" He scoffed. "Proof." "I'm done," I said steady. He laughed. "You'll be back." "You've got nothing," I smiled. "Cold and sure, well, see it taken a job." Sarah found me. Saved in secret and built a life HD, never touch. HD underestimated me, but I was risen stronger, free and unstoppable.